I have spent years destroying his taint in this land. No!
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 47 of Bards and Nobles, the podcast where we will drunkenly argue over anything. I am Brian the Dungeon Master, and tonight I'm joined by...
Aaron Williams playing Baron von Beauregard the 6th, the Human Ranger.
Blake Harrison. Tonight I'll be playing Blue Bay, except that I'll be having it shorter. I will be orangey red, and I will only answer to Keybay.
Charles Nelson playing Max Stormblade, the Human Paladin.
Anthony Boyd playing Stabby McStabitson.
Trey O'Neill playing I'm gonna run away next time he starts a fight.
You did run away.
No, I faded into a wall. It's fine.
And I'm Major Dana, and I will be playing Elon Musket, the Warforged Gunsmith.
And who's going to do a recap for us?
You know who.
Me. I rolled
Rolling low.
So last time...
Will some of our listeners please send Aaron some new dice? He needs them.
So last time we followed Grits into the grotto, and we started making shady deals with some dog person, and Grits refused to give up his ear, his blood, and his tooth.
Like a bitch.
Yeah, so Grits was very, I don't want to give up any of those things to this dog person. So we followed the dog person to our contact that we were trying to meet, and that person asked for Grits' soul, and Grits was all like, yeah, that sounds like a good deal. And then everybody in the party talked him out of it, and then...
Whoa. No one talked him out of it.
But then why didn't he do it?
Who knows?
I feel like Grits got talked out of it, and then Grits was like, screw all this, and then stabbed that guy for some reason, and we got into an encounter, and we ran away.
No,
Now
we
are
won,
trying to leave the grotto of shame.
It is now known as the Grotto of Shame.
If
Universes collide.
If not, we are leaving it with shame.
Maybe you are.
So yeah, last time I think you guys ran into the familiar face of Arnold, the orc, who you guys played a pickup game of Warball with.
Oh yeah, in the grotto?
Yeah, in the grotto.
Yeah.
Pulled you off to the side. And he was just like, what are you guys doing down here?
Grotto shit.
Oh,
What are you doing down here?
just laying low for a bit till everything calms down.
What's everything?
You need to lay low.
Yeah, what's everything?
When's the last time you guys were topside?
I don't know.
Two of us fought an old man in the street just yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was a couple hours ago.
You guys are kind of cool. You probably want to stick around for a little bit then. Yeah, just for a few hours.
What's going on?
Just some crazy stuff up there.
Come on, Arnold.
And you can tell
Come
he's
on,
getting
man.
kind of sketched out now.
give us some specifics. Come on.
You said so yourself. We're cool.
God damn it. God damn it. He was going to tell us that.
Give me a persuasion check, one of you.
Me. Don't you dare fucking touch your dice. Shit. Hold on. Persuasion. 8.
He's like, you know what? The less you know, the better.
I don't think that's ever true.
I'm just guessing.
I jab him in the chest and I say, what does this have to do with the big game?
His eyes go wide, and he's like, I don't know. What did you hear?
I heard that everyone was there.
Yeah. So that whole part of town, locked down, busy, don't want to go there.
And then I heard something bad was going to happen.
Give me a deception check.
Nah, shit. Let's see. 9.
He says, "Oh yeah." Well, I didn't hear anything about that.
I think to the group. All right, look. Can we hold this guy down and beat some information out of him, or y'all gonna wuss out on
All
that
right,
too?
hold on. I think back. It's like I'm gonna try and intimidate him. Get ready to catch him if he runs.
I think
Hey,
that's like
you guys are doing the thing again.
And I
That
tell
you
Arnie,
always-
it's like, Arnie,
what?
you know something, and as the Dawnguard, we are extensions of the crown, and if you withhold this information, it will be within our right and within our duty to bring you into custody.
where
Now,
are
tell us
where are we at right now?
You guys are you're in like a vacated area of the grotto, just kind of next to a shed. There's some guy laying on the ground off to the left. There's just rock and like an empty stall next to you.
Can I
It's
move?
pretty sparse.
Can I move behind Arnie as he's telling him this?
Yeah, you start walking around. He kind of like he starts circling too, like trying to put his back to a wall.
I grab
It's
him.
like
And I say,
give me a grapple check. Or,
I'll let that resolve, and then I'll continue.
Damn it. What is it, grapple strength?
yeah, and if you're proficient in athletics,
Oh.
we plus that plus your proficiency bonus.
You plus it.
So strength
Plus
plus
it up.
Athletics check.
It's an athletics check.
Yep.
Then 12.
Yeah, you snatch him up.
And I say,
Got him in your pincers.
yeah.
Yep.
And I say,
He says,
now, if you cooperate, might be a good word in for you, and we might be able to help you out with some things. But if you don't, we'll have to take it by force. Now, what do you know?
give me an intimidation check.
Can you have an advantage since I've got a hold of him?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I rummage through his pockets while he's holding him?
Don't stop. I would like to stop Grits or say, Grit, stop that. We're not trying to pilfer the man.
I'm not trying to rob him. I'm trying to look and see if there's any information on him.
Let's just see if he'll give it up willingly.
Like
Wait a
money?
minute. Roll a deception check to deceive me as a human
I keep
being.
going. I ignore him talking to me, and I keep going.
All right. One sec.
We got to make it look like a mugging. You know, it's normal down here.
Oh, so we are gonna murder him?
No.
I say out loud.
16.
16. He says, okay. Wait. I'll tell you. Give me an investigation check. Goodies. 3.
No, that is a 20, non-natural.
All right, you start pulling through his pockets. You don't find anything but a rusty dagger and
Just floating around in his pocket. Good way to lose,
Stabbing him in the thigh.
he's got it like in his.
it's a good way to lose a testicle.
And 3 gold pieces on his person. But he says, okay, please don't hurt me. And he just kind of like winces a little bit and cowers away from him. He's like, what exactly do you want to know?
Well, you're the one who seems to know what's been going on up top. What's been going on up top is what I'd like to know.
And as you're rifling through his pockets, you hold his arm up and, just pull it out of the way. You do see he has a part of a familiar tattoo on his arm that's kind of just covered up with a bandage. You see like the edge of the Dread Claw Brotherhood tattoo sticking out.
Okay.
And he's just like, look, I just heard there's like, there's going to be an attack, all right, in the city, and things are going to get pretty bad. And I don't have the stomach for that, man.
Where's this attack coming from?
He takes a hard swallow. He's like, and he's sweating profusely. He's like, I can't say it.
You can't say it because you don't know. You can't say it because you're scared.
I can't say it because they'll kill me.
And what do you think I'm going to do to you?
Not shit, bitch.
If you stand between me and saving innocent lives in this city, you don't know what I'll do.
Fucking do it.
He goes,
Do it. You won't.
it's the Brotherhood.
The Dread Claws?
And he nods.
Where is the what was it called?
Swinging in.
The what call?
I think it was the Infernum, right?
Yeah, I think
The
that's what it was
Infernum?
called.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's their Infernum?
Between their balls and asshole.
That's funny.
He says, "It's down here."
In the grotto?
Yeah.
All right.
That guy's not.
So, what kind of attack is coming down?
I'm not exactly sure what they have planned, but I just know a lot of people are going to get hurt, and it's going to be real messy.
Gotcha.
It's the flu season.
Well, Arnie, I appreciate your cooperation. Anybody else have any follow-up questions? Arnie is in a very talkative mood.
Arnie, can you tell us where we can find the Infernum? Like,
specifics.
specifically.
Like if you could point a direction, that would be
Specifically.
And if you say grotto, you get in a titty twister.
with a pincer.
With a pincer. It's not good, man. He gets a titty twister.
My titties. No, he says,
There's our quote for the episode.
stop that. I can show you. Just stop.
All right.
I let go of it.
Yeah.
It's purple.
Is his nurple purple?
It's like, well, if you're
You're
going
gonna
to show us, I'm going to take this. And I just take his dagger off of him.
Okay.
He can have his dagger. It's fine.
No.
What's he gonna do with it?
You see a little blood bleed through the front of his nipple on his shirt.
I cast Cure Wounds on his nipple.
All right. You place a hand over his nipple.
I reach under his shirt though.
You guys see the
It won't work on top of the shirt.
You guys see the faint glow emanate from underneath, and a look of relief, washes over Arnold's face. His
5 more minutes.
his orcish
someone gonna get
features.
mad.
Surprise, it's pierced.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't know how I did that. I'm sorry? Unless you're into it.
Your finger grows, but on his nipple.
You have to tear it away. But yeah,
I can get my finger back.
So, Arnie, you're doing a good deed. You're going to save a lot of lives,
And you're not going to die.
I guess so.
including your own.
Maybe.
So can you let go of me now? Can we go?
Yes.
Let him down.
I let him down.
Easy.
All right.
I mean, I kind of already let him down when I went for the nurple, but
Okay.
You didn't just have one claw.
yeah, one claw. I've been pretty strong.
Grits and BreAnne, for a split second, you see Arnold just kind of look up and like his eyes like dart off to the side, like he's about to bolt. And then he takes a deep breath and then he sighs and then he starts walking towards the far end of the grotto, opposite of where you guys came from.
I walk with him for a second
Okay.
and I go, I'm sorry, it's hard to control the old man and the crab. And I go to shake his hand and I slide him a red right hand card. And I say, if you're not welcome here anymore, meet us in Canacapus.
Okay. And he just looks up and kind of nods at you. He's like avoiding eye contact with all of you guys, but he nods. And he starts just slump shoulders, head down, starts walking forward. After about a block or so, he kind of ducks back behind some oversized stalagmites. It's from the ground, right?
Yeah, 'cause
They
you
might
might-
reach the ceiling.
Okay, all right.
You might trip over it.
What?
That's how I
No,
always did it.
stalactite is from the ceiling. Stalagmite is from the ground.
Yeah, he said
what
it
he
might
said.
reach the ceiling.
Yeah, it might reach the ceiling.
Oh,
No, it's
He's telling him his
Stalactites
demonic
have
devices
hold on
are
I
on.
thought you
tight.
said it came from the ceiling.
Anyways,
Those aren't the words I said.
Those are the words I thought you said.
after a few minutes, he starts picking up a little more confidence in his step, and he's kind of dropped into a almost stealthy like approach. He's a little lighter on his feet. His head's up. He's looking around corners. After following a maze of rocky, earthy corridors that seem to be formed naturally between gaps of rocks, it finally opens up to a much larger chamber. And up ahead, you see 2 dragonborns standing outside of what looks like a classical, almost Gothic style temple, but the walls are in ruins. It looks like the whole front facade is locked in a losing battle against time. The caverns are surrounding it. Columns and arches are actually in disrepair and decay. But yeah, and he finally stops, and whoever's standing behind him puts his hand on their chest. He's like, wait, stop. There it is. There's the Infernum. And he just
made that up.
Points up ahead.
Thank you for your help. Free to go.
Okay, cool. And he bolts off back in the direction that he brought you.
And I just yell back to him, sorry about the titty thing.
Okay.
Are you
who's up in front?
I'll be up in front.
All right. You notice one of the Dragonborn just kind of perks up, and he pats the guy on the shoulder, and they kind of nod. He says something to him, and he nods in your guys' direction.
I just start turning my back and just start facing the rest of our group.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just flying casual, you know? How big is the door that they're guarding? Could a woolly mammoth fit through it? That's my question.
Probably not.
How about
it's taller than a normal door, and actually, really, only one of the doors is still standing. The other one's just broken off its hinge and hanging there. But it's maybe 9 feet tall.
Hypothetically,
doors wide.
could I don't know, a giant scorpion fit through it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Good to know.
Are you guys doing anything for a second? I mean, you guys do see the two Dragonborn kind of starting to approach. It looks like they heard you yelling.
It may be, too late, but I kind of want to do an insight on whether or not Arnie led us to a trap. But I feel like it might be too late.
How would you assess that?
Just like with his demeanor, I know it looked like he was going to bolt, but he ended up not doing that and decided to lead us to somewhere. Just, I don't know.
Sure, we can roll a retroactive insight check.
Back check.
12.
Really all you can get that, I mean, he seemed scared, he seemed pretty sketched out, but not any more different than the kind of sketchiness he was showing when he was talking about just hiding down here.
Got it.
So for the most part, you feel like he did what he said.
It's at least consistent.
Yeah.
Can I will cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Towards the back of the group.
Okay.
Stab
What spell slot is that?
Huh?
What spell slot is that?
That is 2nd level.
Okay. All right. So what's everyone else doing?
I wave at the Dragonborn.
Max, we found it. This is the place that
I prepared a stab.
that attacked your village and that the refugees that you encountered were attacked by.
Now we just have to find the leader and
I'm just curious. I mean, are your emotions running high, or
We just doing a check-in with him?
Hey.
I'm trying to get him to roleplay?
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
The larger of the two Dragonborn, he calls out. He's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing over there?" And
completing character arcs.
He's like, "Well, do that somewhere else. Get out of here."
This was our predetermined spot to do this at.
That's where the invitation said we should do this.
That's fine. You can find somewhere else. Move along. And he kind of I don't know, brandishes his mace at you guys, and the other one's like, "Yeah, listen to him."
I think to the group, should I stab him?
Yeah, now's the time where you can stab people. When it's two Dragonborn, sure. When it's a demigod, maybe check in.
I stabbed him.
All right, which one are you attacking? The big red one or the tall, skinny blue one?
Tall, skinny blue one.
All
Which
right.
one's in the back?
They're side by side. They walked up together.
Which one's
the
the
two
left?
of them? They're a pair.
Ooh.
What?
I'll take out the blue one.
All right, you stabbed the blue one.
Yes. What gusto?
I scream, not the blue one!
Anything with that? You never cut the blue one.
You've doomed us.
Yeah, you're invisible. He has no idea it's coming.
The 19 hit.
It does.
That is a auto crit.
All right.
I have to get
Auto crit.
Sorry, math is coming up, and you know that I do not do well with that.
And what are you stabbing him with?
My
This
dagger.
many.
All right. So you just appear in front of him, behind him, next to
Any
him,
damage?
underneath him.
Is this the guy in front or the guy
Stab
in
it
the
up.
back?
What?
Is this the guy in the front or the back?
The front of the back. They were side by side, is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna need cardinal directions on this.
Yeah. I have a feat that lets me know. I always know which direction is north. That's not true.
If I can get the lat long for this,
All right, so yeah, immediately you guys see Grits just appear
Zulu time?
out of nowhere and just stab into this guy's what?
31.
can I get some eat?
Chest.
All right, you stab into his chest. He's just like,
It's 44 damage.
and immediately he goes limp and blood squirts across your face. And the other guy goes, "Whoa, what the fuck? Where'd you come from?"
I feel like we can play this off, guys.
I also heal back.
Who's that?
I yell, we're not with him.
He goes to swing at you.
A saboteur.
He goes to swing at you, but he just caught by surprise, fumbles with his mace for a second, and he like juggles it in the air and drops it. You guys doing anything?
Is the one I
Yeah, I
stabbed,
rolled a 1 on your
is the
attack.
one I stabbed still alive?
No, he died. Yeah, he died in your arms.
I would like to try to shove him.
Okay, just gonna bully this guy now.
I'm just gonna, we're just gonna pick on him.
Shove him away or to the ground.
Like prone, like try to
Okay,
knock him
gotcha.
prone. There's a 20 shove.
Yep, he's not paying attention at all until you catch him, you earshot him, and just knock him down.
Yeah, I'm just like going cranium
Wins.
to ear hole.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Targeting.
he's definitely dazed.
Defenseless player.
He's laying on the ground, just kind of regain his senses, scrambling around, trying to grab that mace and trying to.
I'm going to hit him with a sword.
All right.
Does a 15 hit?
You have advantage because he's laying on prone.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, it hits. 15
While
would hit
he
also.
does that, I pull out TMC and I move up.
For 6 damage.
Move up to where?
He's gonna just like point blank him there.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Hold on, I want to like send out a thought to Elon and say, might need to keep quiet on this one so we, don't alert.
How much did you hit him?
guards.
6.
All right, yeah, you just slash him across the back. What's everyone else doing?
I put TMC back.
All right.
Be
I
too
feel like I
loud.
already said you did it.
I mean, at this point, there's like 3
Well,
or 4
I
of
already
you
pulled
standing
it out.
over him.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have
stomp him
another
out.
one, I shank him.
Just
All right, I'll take a couple swings at him.
All right. Yeah, you guys are
Paladin, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys just I
Kick him till I need new shoes.
At this point, it's a gangland style beatdown. You guys just like murk this guy.
You came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
Paladin yells, bite the curb.
Too far.
All right. So yeah, I mean, it's quiet. You guys look around. No sound other than the drips of water echoing off the cavern walls. And up ahead lies what you think is the Infernum. Seemingly
Kill 2
unguarded.
bakers.
Welcome to Infernum Bakery.
I would like to search the
Stones for your soul.
new corpses for tattoos or
the new
markings.
corpses.
Yeah.
I would like to search them for physical things such as gold.
All right. After stripping them down and checking everything,
I don't do that, but okay.
you guys don't find any gold. You just find the bare minimum of equipment. They had, like chainmail armor and then whatever weapons they were holding, the mace, and the other guy had a maul. They're like bludgeoning weapons. You do find Dread Claw Brotherhood tattoos, but much more prominent and not necessarily higher quality, but just like, bigger and with a little more flourishes and flair on it. Dead center on their chests. One of them has a giant dagger wound in it.
Can I try to collect like horns off of them or like scales?
Oh, shit.
They're humanoids. Let's reel it in for a second.
Well, I'm just
like to
thinking
pop
about
one of their
like
eyeballs out.
I'm just thinking about like
Eat it.
the bartering system down
says-
here.
You guys are demons, by the way.
That is true.
Just swoop in and strip them and take everything.
I'm just thinking about the bartering system.
mean-
their eyes.
I mean, you guys want to chop off your own body parts, that's fine.
That's true.
but
If we had some body parts, we could trade.
I'm
it
not
for
like,
things.
dismembering them, just,
I start snipping fingers off.
Yeah.
Handing them to the robot, like just meticulously,
Bag of holding.
like I'm like grocery shopping for vegetables or something.
I look around and go, just guys. I mean, we can do this. Let's just not do it in the middle of the street.
Oh no, it's not a street. It's
okay.
you guys are off the street in a way.
Oh.
Like you're like in a cavern.
Carry on, Crabman.
Continue dismemberment.
I keep an eye on the doorway to see if anybody comes out of it.
Okay. Who all's shopping for parts?
Mostly just
I join Grits.
All right. I'm just gonna have each of you roll a survival check, just to see how good you can mangle these body parts.
nice.
I'm not doing.
You sure you don't want to cut them up and eat
Wait, you're the main one who'd probably do this.
I'm much more
people.
interested in the mission at hand.
I rolled
Today.
A 4?
Yeah.
Wait, so
Mangle
survival?
the shit.
Yeah, you're just mashing it now.
Like, I don't understand how Baron does this.
All right. I'm gonna go help Elon.
Let you roll it again. Roll with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're helping him.
17
All right. No. One more roll. Yeah.
as I go for the teeth.
All right, 15.
Teeth.
Yeah.
All right. You get between the two of them. You get.
Yeah, pliers. Like
I've got built
got
in
nine.
pliers, baby.
That's true. Wow. Between the two of them, you get 11 teeth.
Yeah.
give them the snips.
Make sure you write that down.
Yeah.
Because that is currency for right now.
Nice.
And then you got what? You're looking for scales or fingers?
No, like horns, scales.
All right, no
Sure, fingers, why not?
no horns. You get three fingers and I don't know, like a 2 square foot of scale.
I educate Elon. Your
How
approach
much would
is
you?
all
How much
wrong.
would you get for Dragonborn dick? I turn around and say to Kibe,
I've already snipped it and I hand it to him.
Nice.
I don't take it.
You're gonna take it eventually.
I slide of hand it into his pack.
No, there's no snipping. It's inside. You have to go in there and like dig it out.
It's in his cloaca.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got
it's like a crocodile.
Okay. Well, I do that.
Oh my god! All right.
Oh, is that where we draw the line?
Yes, that is where we draw the line.
If the dong's on the inside?
All right. It looks like you get like a tube of lipstick out of the tube. That's what it comes out looking like.
I don't slow down. Like, this is-
It
Much like mine,
It pops
except
out of your
mine's
hand because it's so slippery. It pops out of your hand a couple times, but you're able to.
all right.
Dragonborn Anatomy brought to you by Bards
Yeah.
Nobles.
So in the quiet cavern, all you guys hear is just like cutting and squishing noises.
I'd like to approach the door.
Sure.
Just
By the way, this is what a crocodile's penis looks like. I had to Google that real quick.
He approaches the door.
Yeah. You approach the door.
I am listening for sounds.
Door sounds.
The only sounds you hear are your own.
Oh. It's my inner monologue.
Mm-hmm. It's deafeningly quiet.
My inner monologue's just elevator music.
It's music.
Explains a lot.
I can go invisible and see what's up inside.
Good.
We should probably check and see what's inside this door first.
Well, that's what.
At that, I hand him the dick.
It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this.
You might want to dry it.
I puke a little bit. I'm like, I don't want that.
At least wrap it up in some paper. Yeah, man. Get on in there.
It's still warm.
I back away from Kibe and I go invisible.
Okay, you go invisible. That's your second level 2 spell slot.
Yep, I got one more.
All right.
Burning spells like you wouldn't believe.
Do anybody smell this
No.
coaster? It smells delightful.
It does.
Okay, you go inside.
Cedar wood.
Yeah, stealthily.
Stealthily. Roll a stealth check
Sandalwood, maybe?
with advantage because you're invisible.
Ooh.
Advantageous.
Everything's covered in flour.
15.
No. All right. 15.
There's glitter floating in the air that sticks to you. You're seen immediately.
Crafts room.
It's drizzling.
It's like the herpes of craft supplies.
Quite the opposite. There's a dank smell that comes out of the the temple.
Oh, yeah.
You enter, the door creaks open after you get past that initial budge. and directly in front of you is a
My coaster.
eating mints over here.
You guys want some hard candy?
Hey,
I guess
Mike didn't actually pick any of that up.
I got some.
Now you've ruined everything.
I've got some Werther's Originals in my purse.
Loogie, these
So-
do smell good.
Grits, you're heading in there. Is anyone following him, or are you guys just waiting outside?
Is it clear in there?
I'm thinking.
Well, I mean,
that-
he's stepping into it. That's why I'm asking.
I am waiting.
I got to see.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll wait.
waiting
when
outside.
you guys
I'm going to wait
trigger
till he
this
gets the
trap,
all
see what
clear.
happens.
Yeah, I'm going to see if there's any traps on the inside first.
Is the-
you can wait for me to spring the trap, then
Are the
shoot me with
walls
your crossbow.
scalable?
On the outside,
Yeah.
It'd only be nice to put you down.
they are, but it doesn't look like they're. It's almost as if the temple itself is being swallowed by the rocky cavern. It's like not. You can't get over it or anything. Or you see what I'm saying? Like it's just
So there's no
cave.
second floor?
No, it's
No,
just built into the rock.
Didn't say that. It's like there's wall around it, but there's no upper entrance. There's no ceiling.
Ah.
It's built, yeah, like you said, almost
Okay.
like it's built into the rock.
If you had to give it a cardinal direction,
Which you now do.
Okay, so yeah, you head inside, and yeah, it opens up. It's pretty tall. It's a vaulted ceiling that leads to the nave of the temple. On the very far end, straight ahead, a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 200 feet ahead. There's an altar that you can barely make out in the darkness. Wait, you have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
All right, you still can barely make it out. The main
Doesn't change anything.
the main hall has multiple pillars. 5 still standing. The rest of them are broken down or decayed away and turned to dust. Directly ahead of you, at the very front entrance, is a stone fountain that's cracked and covered in dust. It stands about 12 feet tall and has like 3 bowls of descending width.
Okay.
And then, it just looks like this empty temple. Off to the right, it on the far right wall. There's just looks like a mountain of skulls, just kind of piled up there. Not like carefully piled up, but just tossed aside. Off to the far left is what. From where you're standing, you can barely make out. It just looks like a jumbled mass of bodies, just laying there, covered in filth and blood. But the main pillars, there's 2 rows of them that run in the middle of the hallway. On either side of those, just looks like a gap or a chasm. So to the altar at the far end, there's the main hallway, and then there's a gap, and then the wall of skulls walkway, and then there's main body walkway over here.
Okay. I describe all of that via thought to everybody, and I move up to the main walkway. I'll wait for them.
I say walkway, but like this hallway's, or not hallway. This hall, the main center part of the temple, is probably about 80 feet wide.
Oh.
Like it's an open temple. It's just there's like chasms that kind of separate the 2 parts. Just looks like either the floor has fallen through or just pits that have been dug or something.
All right. I just move to the edge of one of those pits and look in, see if I see anything.
All right. You stare into the darkness and see nothing.
Does it stare back into me?
You get the feeling it's doing that.
All right. I am just messaging to everybody. It's like, it looks like there's no one here, but I would be very quiet and careful coming in just in case.
I say aloud, if there's no one here, what are they guarding?
Are you inside?
No,
Okay.
Why wouldn't you think that?
because I didn't.
That seems like a poor choice. And I walk inside. I join Grits.
Okay.
You do not know where I am.
I walk inside
I walk to where I think Grits is.
and shove.
is he right? Did he find Grits?
I drop to one knee and punch at dick level. Do we roll for that?
Yeah, roll a D100.
All right.
I'm gonna come up with a number.
Okay.
If you can hit that number, yeah, you hit him in the dick.
Oh, God. All right, here we go. Hang on. First, I got to find a D100 set.
Did you roll a D100 as well?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, like if y'all just roll the same roll, that would be pretty incredible.
All right, here we go. Big money, no ways.
He has a
93.
He had a 10% chance. No.
No?
You
All
just whiff in the air.
I just think, are you trying to punch me?
I go, nah, just practicing. Where are you?
A mage hand. A mage hand over to him, and it's just a shimmering blue.
Is casting a spell drop invisibility?
Ooh, girl. You made a mistake.
Wait, the attack drop invisibility?
You got cocky.
Or did
Well,
he attack?
I re-upped on invisibility.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not invisible. I'm just like tap dancing on into this room because he told me there's no one in here.
But to also be careful.
Oh, yeah, I'm being real careful.
Yeah, attacks or cast a spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drops my
So, yeah, you mage hand and you appear
How far away was I?
like 9 feet to your left.
God damn.
Well, you were trying to hit me, you bastard.
So the rest of you, are you filing in?
Yep.
He doesn't
Yeah.
make me hurt my
All right.
dick punching hand.
Yeah. Pull TMC out and just keep it ready.
Almost dislocated my shoulder.
All right.
There's
What's up?
stairs going up and down and a hole in the floor.
That is not at
that
all
what
what
you
you
heard?
described.
That is a little bit what I heard.
Is it?
No.
Okay. I don't think I said the word stairs at all.
I think
Shows
the
how much
stairs-
Aaron was paying attention.
Is there like a door that says like boss guy in here? That's what I heard.
As you guys file in, you notice that the floor is covered in dirt, but heavily compacted dirt. Very recently traveled through. Between among the 5 standing pillars in the middle, on the ground there are some arcane symbols drawn in blood, and there are 3 different crystals that are reddish with like a black marble pattern on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of up on. I don't know. They're elevated off the floor just a few inches. They're very small, probably fist-sized crystals, but they're placed on this seemingly glyph of a magic spell. And
Wait, the Temple of Time?
I gasp and say, oh, the king's crystals.
as you gasp,
I wonder.
That gasp.
everybody, you hear the shuffling and clanking of metal chains, and you, BreAnne and Grits, you guys see movement coming from over the mass of bodies, and you hear a is somebody there?
I rush to it.
Don't say no.
I hide.
All right.
I rush to the voice and call out to it. It's like, yes, we're here. Are you injured?
Oh, I hide so hard.
I charge up TMC and I get ready for whatever is going to end up happening.
I prepare spare the dying.
Perfectly vague. Love it. All right. You duck back around, go around the giant, essentially hole in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You do head up a few steps. It's like 4 or 5
Stairs and a hole.
Oh,
in
the
floor.
stairs, yeah.
and you say that out loud, but you just see like a mass, like I said, of humanoid bodies. All of them seemingly chained together, like by the neck. Some of them are, just discarded aside, very obviously dead.
Oh, we can live like
hear
kings down
that
here.
voice. It's just like, please help.
Where are you?
Everywhere.
No response other than just groaning.
She probably moved towards the
You
groaning.
see an arm just kind of flop over.
I am
Oh,
Batman.
okay. So if I see that arm flop over, I go to that arm that flop.
Surprise! It's not an arm.
It's all right. It's a dead body, just a dead human body. This mound of bodies is about chest high.
Got it.
It's a lot of bodies.
I stifle my vomit and I use
should
my
probably let those bodies hit
perception
the floor.
abilities to
God damn it.
triangulate the source of the sound. Is what I want to do.
Wait, so you just wait? Can you describe that again?
triangulate. Like when you hear
finds 3
sounds,
dead bodies.
Right.
your brain is able to determine if it was a left ear
Right.
sound or a right ear sound,
Okay.
and if it came from below you or above you.
right.
And I want to use that information to find it.
Thanks for
All right.
watching Veritas.
You
What are you talking
you
about,
did
man?
that the
Smarter
first
every
time.
day, bruh.
I feel like that's not
when you were able
triangulation,
to
though.
find out the voice was coming from the bodies. So like it's still coming from the same bodies. It hasn't moved or anything.
Yeah, but like
Like no, you've located where this voice is coming from.
I start moving bodies.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm hiding.
I'm watching BreAnne walk around the room clapping and
Like, you've circled it 3 or 4 times now. Still in the middle.
trying to find the acoustic center.
I'm going towards these crystals.
All right. Yeah, you're standing right at the crystals. At this point, you've moved, BreAnne. You've moved a couple bodies out of the way, but yeah, it looks like all of them are just chained together. And finally, you see movement. You see a hand kind of just come out of the middle of the pile.
I grasp it. I try and
Weakly, it grabs
try and
back.
pull the man out.
He says, "Gotcha, bitch."
You fell for my trap.
Got him.
To find a pile of people.
Give me an athletics check.
Apparently, I'm
pull
the
his
only
arm
person who cares that there may be an injured man here, Mr. Paladin over there.
Wait a minute, that paladin knows a trap when he sees it.
What kind of check?
Athletics.
That's going to be really high.
Cool.
23.
Nice.
21, I mean.
You are able to yank him out. You hear,
Rip his arm clean off.
you do hear loud pops, and some snapping in the arm as you kind of jerk him because he's underneath bodies, and he cries out. But you're able to pull him from it, and a couple bodies fall away from the mound, and he kind of just tumbles into you, covered in refuse and blood and sweat and vomit. And it's just an old man with wisps of white hair coming off, and he's missing his eyes.
I call out for Max.
He's just like, help me.
Max, get in here.
Uh-oh. They're going to take
what
their
are you
old man
doing?
revenge.
This
He's also
man's
still-
alive and he's injured.
He's also still chained and still kind of connected, so you can't quite
Yeah.
pull him away.
I would actually like to activate one of my true sight uses from the patch
Okay.
and just look around the room for anything out of ordinary or anything I find interesting.
Okay, give me a perception check.
The old man glows with magic.
No! Get away from him, Barry!
Were you doing anything with the candles? Or not candles, the crystals?
I'm just inspecting them. Is there anything obvious?
Yeah, you can
about
do an
them?
investigation check.
I would like to investigate.
What was I rolling for? Perception?
Yeah, nuts.
Okay. It's 15.
15. You notice that there are a couple of magical auras drifting through this place. The crystals that Kibe is standing at have a strong magical aura of evocation magic. The
Interesting.
5 pillars that are still standing, it seems they have glyphs inscribed into them. Those also evocation. And then just the vaulted ceiling, which at this point you notice none of you have been able to see. It's just kind of just past the edge of your vision. There's just a strong glow coming from it. Unable to discern a school of magic. Just that there's a strong glow coming from the ceiling itself.
I passed along to the rest of the team. Is like, guys, there's a lot of evocation stuff going on here.
Evocation?
Evocation.
Kibe.
So we need to keep our eyes open.
I take my eye stalks and I'm trying to inspect the crystals real close. And about that time I realized I was looking at my hands the whole time.
Would you roll?
A 3.
Yep. That's about right. BreAnne, what are you doing with this guy?
I call out for Max and say,
I-
we've got an injured man here.
I walk up to BreAnne and the injured man, and I lay on hands 5 HP to the injured man.
You see visibly the bones underneath his shoulder just like kind of reform back into place. And he takes a big gasp of air and he breathes a little easier. He's like, "Oh, thank you. Please get me out of here."
Who are you? We've found this devilish place, and we're seeking information about the people who the Brotherhood that resides here. What can you tell us about them?
He says, I don't know anything about a brotherhood. Please just get me out of here. Stop the pain. It hurts.
All right. Can we break these chains, Max?
You can't break those cuffs.
You can't break those cuffs.
Break these cuffs.
I guess I'd take a whack at the chains, but like away from his hands, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, just give me an attack roll.
Don't roll a one.
Yeah, don't hit him.
19.
You cleave the chain in twain. And in a shower of sparks, it pops off, and he collapses onto BreAnne. So now just this naked, old, dirty man is on you.
I
Slightly aroused.
carry him to the main room, and I tell everybody, it's like, this man was a survivor amongst all the corpses. I mean...
now that he's kind of like free from the chain, I'd like to look at all the different runes and crystals that I saw the magical stuff on and see if there's anything has changed.
Okay. You begin inspecting the closest one, and the runes themselves just look like, I don't know, like a... It's almost in the same pattern as like a protective spell, but it's an offensive spell. If that makes any sense. Yeah.
Like a trap?
Like if you touch it, you're going to be offended.
No, but anyways, as you begin inspecting that one,
Better not trigger it.
Does it look like a snowflake?
so off to the near the pile of bodies, you have BreAnne and Max standing in the middle between the 5 pillars. You've got Flint and Grits and Elon
Whoa.
and Kibe, right?
Grits.
Where were you hiding?
I'm at
You
the.
can't just say hide and not say anywhere. That's where you're standing last.
He's hiding behind me.
Oh, no, I want to hide like back.
He's
What does back mean?
He's hiding where things won't kill him.
Like back
Wherever the danger's at, just away from
10 feet to the left behind one of the benches.
Wherever you're planning on springing your
Okay.
trap.
Cardinal
not there.
directions.
All right.
so you're just like hiding behind it, like peeking over?
Yeah.
All right. So you do that, and you guys see at the far end near the altar, a figure appears, and it's a tall, aged, not quite dragonborn, but more of a half dragon. They have more dragon-like features, but they're humanoid still. Big wings folded behind him. Did I say a color yet?
No.
Yeah.
Black. All right. He's a black dragon.
Evil.
And then you hear a voice carry throughout the entire
wait,
temple, reverberating, like the vibrations kind of shake you. Dust is shaken from the walls as he speaks. And he says, "What's this? You carry the scent of another primal one. Which other one of us still survives in this age? Is it the Decayer? The matron? No, you reek of the coward. Always neutral, unwilling to choose a side. What business have you here?"
I just look at Grits. He's talking about you.
You do not see me.
He said the coward, though. The invisible guy hiding fits the bill.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it, Mister. I meld into stone to run away.
Trying to fight a demigod.
I ask, what do you mean by the coward?
He says, you smell of the purple one.
Prince.
He's anything but a coward. This man's a national treasure.
You said the purple one.
This time I look at BreAnne. He's talking about you.
The purple one.
Do I wear purple?
I think you do.
I don't.
Poofy pants. Purple poofy pants.
I think he's
That's
got
what I
purple
remember.
pants.
Flint's jacket's blue. You thinking about me?
Oh yeah, that's right. I was looking.
Okay.
Look at Shrimp.
Are you colorblind?
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
the purple one. I asked this Mr. person.
Mr. Black Dragon.
Mr. Black Dragon. Half dragon.
Mr. Blackman.
He says,
Black Dragonman.
he says, "It matters not. What is your business here?"
I pull out my Tiamat sword. I say, "We're here to worship Tiamat."
Oh, all right, cool.
Give me a persuasion check.
I just look at Keyman. I was like,
Is that
Can I have-
persuasion or deception?
Oh, I'm sorry, deception. Yeah, you're
Can I
right.
have advantage since I have the sword?
I mean, he has an emblem of Tiamat.
Sure.
I don't know if it's an advantage or a disadvantage.
I don't know yet either, but
We should probably ask the paladin what we're looking at. But okay, that moment
where's
is
the fun in
past.
that?
all right.
While he rolls, I ask this dragonman who he is.
A unnatural 20.
All right, so total 20.
Yeah, total 20.
Nice.
Who's your daddy and what he did?
Okay. He says, "More followers. Yes, step forth. Wait. There's a traitor in your midst. You." And Max, you feel your emblem of Bahamut begin to it goes really cold and it starts pulsing. Says,
That it?
Really loudly. Baron's like, Max, you're a traitor?
Do we notice it getting colder and pulsing or anything?
nope, nobody else does. I mean, it's on your person, so you,
Do we know any sort of pulsation?
I say,
he says, "If you follow the Dragon Queen, kill that one.
I
Kill
say,
the puppet of the Worm King."
this one helped us slay the coward.
What?
I mean,
You're pushing your luck.
Purple Dragon dead. I'm not exactly lying.
Right.
And we were there.
That's true.
Give me another deception check. Just regular.
But the sword.
That was bull. 10.
He says, "Still he carries the symbol of the Platinum One. Cast it aside if you truly follow Tiamat." Cast it aside.
All
I'm
eyes
like-
on Charles.
Max, didn't we just find that in some ruins not too long ago? I mean,
How else will I infiltrate their ranks without the symbol?
More deception.
I say he raises a good point.
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a deception check. It's pretty high, though.
17.
He says, "What ranks? I have spent years destroying his taint in this land."
Excuse me?
God damn it.
I pipe up and say, I think you mean Infernum.
Well, good night, folks.
I'm going home.
Brian the Taint Destroyer. Watch out, ladies. Hide your kids.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Hey, look, can we get another bottle opener?
All of a sudden the
Brian the Taint Destroyer.
the room explodes and we start on season 3.
All right.
Max, he asked you a question.
Real quick, how big is this room? Is it
Woolly mammoth big?
Is it
Yeah, this room's pretty big.
All
It's not a
right.
hallway full of metal men, is it?
Do you want actual numbers?
No, just if it's huge big.
Yeah,
then
it's huge big.
All right, cool. Good to know. Because I feel like that's going to come up here in a second.
I don't really know where I'm going with this. So, on guard.
Yeah.
All right, so what does this guy look like again?
He's a probably 8.5 feet tall, black half dragon. So he's got black scales. He's got leathery wings that are kind of currently coiled up behind him. He's got a dark robe and rope around his waist. And he's just been kind of standing at the altar, just calling out from there.
While this is going on, I kind of want to sneak out the front door and escort the man out of the building. And I just want to lay him out next to the wall out front. That's what I want to do.
As you begin walking towards the door, he calls. He says,
I'll destroy your taint.
"Hold still. You are not going anywhere."
I hold still. I don't go anywhere.
Nowhere.
You're going nowhere.
Forgot about that.
Hey, hey, Baron.
And so,
I feel like you could probably go ahead and get him out of harm's way. Shh, I think you'll be all right. I think that to him.
I would like to take this moment to turn into.
I continue doing what I'm doing.
I message everybody mentally. With my mind.
Wait. What?
Yes. And I say like, hey, my true sight patch is picking up something kind of weird. I don't think he's actually here.
Oh, all right.
It's like he's kind of ghosty, kind of like a force ghost kind of thing. I don't think he's actually here.
Trying to loot us right now?
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
Spoilers.
Pretty sure he might be an illusion. I don't know if he has any power still, but it's something to consider.
you say you continue moving?
After Elon urges me, I try to get this man out of harm's way.
I ready my rifle just in
As
case.
you descend those few steps from the left side and start making your way towards
Steps down, you say?
Yeah.
There were steps indeed.
You
It's not a case of them, though.
feel the air just kind of, I don't know, thicken for a second, and the hairs on your neck stand up, and an arc of lightning shoots forth from one of the pillars to the wall opposite you. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Gotcha.
Did I happen to catch where that came from?
Are you more than 10 feet from me at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a pretty big temple area.
Came from one of the runes, didn't it?
Yeah.
How about a 25?
All right. Yeah.
What are you rolling?
Duck at the last second out of the way, but you still take half damage. So that'll be 5 lightning damage as it arcs out and just.
The one that just released that discharge, I would like to try and destroy the rune with TMC. Like, just take a shot at it and see what happens.
It came out of one of the pillars? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Did that
lightning
did that
did.
block my progress?
It
Do you just keep walking?
One of the
Like you're just like, oh, fuck
runes.
lightning.
Question.
No. What I'm asking is,
Indoor
did
lightning,
I dodge
shit.
backwards or did I dodge through it?
You
That's
dodged
what I'm asking.
in place.
Question.
You just ducked.
DM, question real
You
quick.
ducked straight down.
Do like a Neo thing.
Is he dodging with that old man in his arms?
I was. Don't question it.
Yeah. He just dropped him.
Why you always hate me, Boyd?
Because you do this shit to me all the time.
The old man said, I wasn't prepared for that. Wait, you just ducked straight down. So no movement gained or lost.
So it looks like he has control over these evocation runes. So we need to keep that in mind. That's on the pillars.
So I tell him that, I found out that there's a large temple and following of Bahamut in Stone Valley, and I'm very close to infiltrating their ranks.
All right, give me a deception check.
I think Tim's like, tell him the Wind Lance lives.
17.
17. He begins to laugh. He says, I took care of Stone Valley years ago. You lie.
He stepped behind him and stabbed him.
Okay.
The paladin.
Also, everyone just give me
Can I go
ahead? Initiative.
How is this game played? Can I go ahead and get that shot off to that rune?
Yeah.
I think the way this game is played is we find the most powerful creature in the room and we stab him when we're not expecting it.
You Kansas City Shuffle, everybody. What's over here? Stab!
We
need more briefcases to hand back and forth.
Yeah. Can we roll an attack on the
We're here to worship you?
Can I go ahead and cast a spell before this happens? Before
No.
initiative start? All right.
I'm really glad the Paladin's been taken after Grits' playbook.
25.
No one else is.
Roll your damage. Yeah, you hit it. It's a pillar.
Yeah, I mean, the pillar dodges. Shit.
Oh, we are screwed.
That is
What did everybody roll initiative?
14 damage.
Okay.
12.
19.
20.
22.
Oh, actually, it's 18.
All right.
13.
It's cool. All right. Yeah, you misty step right behind it and you slash out with your sword. Passes right through.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, with that being said, what are you guys doing in combat?
Did that hit?
In
do
combat
anything to the
with.
room?
Yeah, it definitely hit it and knocked a chunk off of stone. Flies off. It goes tumbling down, hitting walls. Tumbling down the chasm next to it. It's still standing there.
The rune's still intact.
Yes, the magical markings are still on there.
Okay. Well, it doesn't seem we can destroy
Can I
the runes.
can I do an Arcana check and see if I can figure out what this magic is, what its purpose is?
What magic?
The magic of the three crystals inside that giant rune.
Sure. Yeah. You're gonna have to spend a second to study it. That's gonna take your action.
That's fine.
Okay.
Alrighty. Waiting to find out what he finds out.
22.
22. It looks like this was definitely its setup, the blood, the markings, everything definitely points to some type of summoning ritual.
Do I think if destroying the crystals or taking them will end that?
You're gonna have to tell me what you think, bro.
I think everyone, we should destroy those crystals.
You got it.
I attack one of the crystals.
Okay.
Nice.
You don't have to roll an attack roll. You just tee off on it with your anchor. Shatters it into a million pieces.
Nice.
Crystals go flying off. Grits kind of gets sprayed, pelted with them. No damage, but it's mildly annoying.
You're all sandy.
I pick some up, pieces up.
Baron, Max, and Flint, what do you guys do?
Seeing how easy it is to wreck one of these, I run up with my short sword and just F one of those up.
Okay, yeah. You just start hacking at it. You're grinding it into dust.
I lay down the old man.
Okay. You lay.
Does that take my action?
No.
You already dropped him.
You already dropped him from dodging.
Oh, okay. Well, seeing as how this pillar struck me, or struck at me, I want to message out as just like, there's something going on with these pillars. We might be trapped here. And then I pull out my rifle and shoot the last
I
crystal.
message back, duh.
That one, you're going to have to give me an attack roll.
Ooh.
I'll snap.
Please don't shoot me.
Please shoot him.
Shoots Grits in the butt.
23.
Yeah. You trick shot. It goes flying off
Nice.
into the chasm. It's gone. Is that everyone's turn? Max and Trent.
So
No, I've already taken my turn.
Oh, okay.
I jacked up.
Oh, that's right.
I initiated the whole thing.
Right.
but-
That would have been the surprise. So you get a turn if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing my sword pass through his image or whatever. I use divine sense, and as an action, I can sense celestials, fiends, undead, consecrated, and desecrated within 60 feet until the end of my turn.
Sure. Okay.
Everything is desecrated.
You you do that as an action, right?
Keybase lit up
that's
like a
my
Christian tree.
Yeah. This whole place is. I
My
guess,
crotch definitely desecrated.
the circle, the spell circle that Grits is standing in, and Flint and Kibe, you guys are all standing there, right? Yeah, that's definitely a consecrated area, and you do sense the presence of a fiend of some kind. Does it say? Does the spell say what direction?
This is just like an abbreviated thing.
All
I
right.
have to look at the.
All right, you do sense a fiend in your presence.
It's a class abilities.
Right.
Are we sure it's not once again Grit?
Divine sense.
Pretty sure it's Gogurt coming here to attack.
Probably.
Within 60 feet.
We're still in that hallway.
You do feel it within 60 feet.
But it doesn't give me a location. It just
Just around. You're like really in the thick of it.
No, it says you know the location
Yeah.
as long as it's not behind total
Yeah.
cover.
It's kind of on you. Like you are like
You are the
there.
You're the fiend.
Oh man, Gogurt took your soul.
We're still in the hallway.
It says, you know, the type,
we're still in the hallway.
any being whose presence you sense,
Shit,
not
we're
its
still in the
identity.
We never left.
I cast melt into stone.
And so he says, you fools, when your kingdom's throne is laid bare, the true gods will return. The weak shall be called, we will be heard, and I shall usher in a new age of Tiamat.
You
And
mean
at
the
that
Starfather?
point, do you say that out loud?
Yes.
All right. No response.
I say, but what if the taint?
Yes.
What?
I say, but what if the taint?
At this point, the one of the other pillars, you do notice with your eyesight that each pillar has a different color pertaining to Tiamat's colors: red, black, white, blue, green. The white one begins to glow, and then you guys, Kibe, Grits, and Shrimp. All of a sudden, the temperature around you just drops and it keeps going. It's really cold. The air becomes cool. And in an instant, in one single flash, a wall of ice just comes up and encircles you. Yeah, it's just like almost as tall as the ceiling is. It goes straight up into the darkness and just kind of keeps you guys wrapped in.
Like, are we like enclosed in it, or is there like, are we inside of an area where there's like, are we in like a tube of ice?
No, you are in a dome. Well,
Like, is
yeah,
it like,
I guess it's a tube.
is it like a shell, or
No.
are we're like
surrounded
encased
by a wall of
It's a
ice.
tube that,
Right.
that is around you, in a perimeter around you.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking.
It's
Yeah.
a cage of
We're
ice.
not like, I'm not like frozen in.
No, you're
ice
not frozen
cube.
solid.
Okay.
You guys are frozen in like a little, probably 15-foot area of space. Just a wall of ice in between you. Yeah. I guess max up is where you get the sense that it's at.
I look up. What
Yeah.
do I see?
The same thing you saw earlier. It's just darkness up there.
All right.
Oh shit!
So your guys' turn.
How high up is the ceiling?
30 feet. The wall of ice is 30 feet. The ceiling,
Can I see the
can't
ceiling?
tell.
Can
With my
I
dark vision.
Yes.
Okay.
take Arnie's rusty dagger?
Sure.
Can I stab
Thought
it?
you already
into
took
the,
it.
Yeah, I want to stab it into the wall. Will that cost me my action?
Attacking? Yes. Yes, it will.
Yeah, you're stabbing somebody's going to take your action. What? Is it your first day?
Not really. Whatever.
Stabbing, if whether or not you're stabbing ice or a person, it's the same.
What you guys doing?
Results may vary. I touch my nose and turn myself into a mammoth with polymorph.
Killed us. You doomed us all.
All right, you turn into polymorph. Or I'm sorry, you polymorph into a mammoth in this little 15-foot area. Mammoths are what, huge, right?
Yeah, I'm huge.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say Kive and Grits, give me Constitution saving throws.
Constitution?
Yeah, because you're getting smashed up against a wall of ice via mammoth.
How far away from them am I?
Yeah, but like my legs, there's space around my
like
legs.
60 feet.
Where they would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be.
You still have to grow into it though.
Yeah.
Chuck.
Hit the deck.
13.
13.
At least you get a deck save, right?
What is? No, it's a con save.
Yeah, because there's no avoiding it. You're gonna pop out the top like a biscuit. 11.
Yeah.
All right.
You made a mammoth mistake.
You both take 10 points of crushing bludgeoning damage as you're smashed up against this wall of ice.
But do I break the wall of ice?
You don't.
Oh, come on.
And now you've crushed it.
There are some
swinging
cracks and stuff, though. So, like, maybe, say, on your next turn, you might be able to use an action to push up against it. But right now, no, it's keeping you contained.
Right now, I just made some snow
Fat
crab.
mammoth in a little tube.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
As my action, I yell out for vicious mockery. Show yourself, you black-scaled coward. If he's in the room and can hear me.
Gotcha. Yeah, if he can hear you, then yeah. Do I roll a save?
Yes.
He saves.
So that means he's here.
He did better than 15?
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
Metagame. All right. Then nothing
So
happens.
he.
So can I
straight
attack?
chilling.
Or am I smished?
So
You can attack. It'd be at disadvantage, though.
I
Can't
move-
really get leverage.
I move out of the way. So that he
All right.
You suck in.
I use my movement to work my way up the tube of ice.
It's like being on a plane with two fat people. Just right in the middle. Oh, God, I'm usually the fat person.
Except the fat person's in the middle.
I'm nuts. I rolled a 20 and an 11. Okay, I guess I'll take the 11.
Yeah,
Add my
You
attack,
guessed right.
which is plus 6.
yeah.
So, does a 17 hit the wall of ice?
Yeah, it hits. It hits.
Okay.
Yep.
What happens?
You roll your damage.
Oh, okay. So the wall has like damage points. I got
Of course.
yeah, that's how that works.
It has health? I don't know. Does ice have health?
The shards didn't.
It takes a certain amount of damage to break it.
Didn't take much damage to break your mom.
Which one?
All right. The black one.
I haven't met that one.
There's a reason for that.
Good night, everybody.
What was your damage?
We'll be back for
let's
counseling
see.
with Bards Nobles.
Does that make you
It got
feel?
real.
13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, you squeeze and like hit a chip out of it. I don't know. It's definitely not enough to break through.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing? BreAnne.
Reeling
Max.
from that series of.
I'll try to guess like where they are in the tube and take a shot at the tube higher than where I think they are.
Shoot around the 30-foot mark. Probably not there.
I mean, I don't.
You can shoot it if you, shoot
Aim
it.
high. There's a goddamn mammoth in here.
It's not my fault. I don't know.
This show's
Does
taking
an
a
11?
turn.
Does an 11 hit the giant ice wall?
Yeah, it does.
Yay! Ooh. 18. Does a 22 hit?
What?
I mean,
11 hit it.
22 damage.
All right, yeah. You shoot it, and it like just knocks a hole through it, and then you see that crack grow just a little bit, then spider webs all the way through, then ice shatters and gets shot everywhere.
Then all of a sudden you see a goddamn mammoth.
I need the three of you guys who
Holy
aren't
shit.
in there to give me dexterity saving throws.
Who aren't in there?
Yes.
That's not you, Trey.
Oh, aren't. I didn't hear the.
24.
All right. Yeah, just as you regain your
18.
footing, you duck down again.
24.
Chunk of ice flies past you.
Bounces off you.
All right, so yeah, standing in the middle is this mammoth, and then you got Kibe and Grits regaining their composure.
Hooray!
Smashed in there.
So I've seen Max swing through this misty form.
Yeah.
I want to use my action to search for an active threat.
Okay. You give me a perception check.
Surprise, it's the old man.
13.
13. Okay, you don't.
Didn't you say one time I can't roll lower than my passive?
Is that it?
I'm asking.
I don't know. I might have said. I say a lot of things.
Does that sound familiar to anybody?
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah.
let's go back to when somebody was slipping in some dick into my food.
And rolled a natural. Wait, no. What did you roll?
Do you want me to describe what you saw or not?
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
rather discuss this dick.
All right.
My passive's 18.
I know,
rolled a
yeah.
13.
I know.
Dick talk.
You look up. You don't see any figures, but you do notice a slight movement, almost as if the entire ceiling is moving, almost in a rhythmic pattern, like a breathing of some kind.
The blob.
The belly of the beast, you said.
All right, that was my turn.
Okay. Anyone else do anything? Max, did you have a turn still?
Yeah, I just need to look up the spell real quick.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Spell is murder all baddies.
Yeah, it's instant win, and you get 10,000 gold.
It's easy button.
I have to pee so bad. Where's that note card at?
There you go. I have to pee! Exclamation mark.
Hey, Brian.
Right.
I keep smelling
All right,
this coaster.
What are you casting?
I'm just gonna use bless. I'm going to
Bless this mess.
bless 3 people. Let's do Elon and Baron and Shrimp.
Nice.
Okay, so you guys are blessed. You specifically the figure of the half dragon turns to you, Elon, and addresses you. After asking about, you said, "Don't you mean the Starfather?" And it says, "I do not concern myself with the affairs of outsiders. Soon their meddling will be over, and Tiamat's reign will return. The people of Dragonsmaw have forgotten their strength, and they choose to play mindless games of mock war. I will show them. The Chaos Worm will show them." And at that point, the figure of the half dragon fades away. And you're the first one to see it, Baron, because you're the only one staring up at it. But you see a long scaly, not quite tentacle, almost serpent-like shape descend from the ceiling.
No, baby, that's a dick.
It's just this giant, black, veiny, scale-covered monstrosity with
This monstrous triumph.
yeah. It looks like a very old Hydra head and neck, and it's just one giant, massive tree trunk of a neck snakes down, and it kind of like looks at you all and make a breath attack. So I'm gonna need.
I'm picturing the thing from Dark Souls.
Which thing from Dark Souls?
The snake guy.
Which Dark
Kibe
Souls?
and Flint and
Which one?
Grits. Dexterity saving throw as the neck engorges and then releases a giant jet of flame.
So
19.
Shrimp, you get
16.
to add a D4 to your saving throw because you're blessed.
Bless my
4.
No, 19.
20. Accumulative.
All right, Kibe, you take 18 points of fire damage.
Wonderful.
You guys take 9. As he just begins roasting you all.
Some roasted crab.
I do not
When your
like
mama
this.
sits around the house.
She sits around the house.
All right.
And then that same pillar that shot out an arc of lightning, it's going to shoot another arc of lightning in your direction. Just dexterity saving throw for
Okay.
Elon. Should I give him disadvantage because he's made out of metal?
Don't forget your bless.
Nah.
I mean, that's not really going to help.
He's not made out of any conductive metals, though. It's rubber
I'm also
coated.
made out of wood. But that's a nat one.
All right, yeah. You take
1 million damage.
Double.
I explode.
12 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
For a moment, your eyes black out and you're just visioning your old
All right, so
self.
yeah, descending from the ceiling is just this giant serpent head thing. And yeah, he's trying to kill you. What are you guys doing?
How far away from him am I?
You are 20 feet underneath it,
Jump.
I cast
and it's coming closer.
I cast
Okay.
Fairy Fire on what I think is the origin of this.
Okay. You cast it, and in the darkness, it just explodes out in glitter-like arcane energy, and it looks like the entire ceiling is just one biological mass, and coming out from the center of it is this serpent-like creature.
From the Grirk, you say?
And I yell out, Baron, fucking shoot him. And I give him bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And I fucking shoot him.
All right. Roll your attack.
All right.
And I'll
You
attack
shoot
as
too?
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to
So
hold
it's-
my action.
Fairy Fired, I have advantage, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
What
Means you
action
get
are
that
you
sneak
holding?
attack.
You're also
My
blessed.
Trampling charge.
What are you holding it for?
I'm holding it until
Baron.
he is
Bless.
at ground level.
One 1d4. Oh, okay.
But now I hit it even more.
But I can also trigger it like at any time, right? That's like it's like a weird caveat in the rules. No, just
No, when your trigger
first
happens, you
okay.
use a reaction
Okay.
to make it happen.
So
More
yeah,
like
when
suggestions.
I can run through him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
All right. 28.
Also a 28.
Okay. You both hit.
Yay.
Kibe, what are you doing?
I start to, do that vibrating thing I do sometimes. And I am awash with the fighting spirit. And a couple
Nice.
cherry blossoms fall in my pocket.
Yeah.
As one
Nonchalantly.
does. Nonchalantly.
It's like someone lubed him up with baby oil.
Yeah.
It becomes shiny.
And then I ready up. I kind of like put my anchor on the ground like I'm going to take another golf shot.
Yeah.
And I just ready in action. When he's in range, I'm going to swing.
Okay. Cool.
16 damage.
Okay.
21.
All right.
Am I allowed to move as part of my reaction?
You can move on your turn. Oh, as part of your reaction?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm going to attack again.
Yeah, you couldn't ready it. Like,
Charging attack.
if trample requires you to move a certain amount of distance,
Okay.
You couldn't ready
Can
that.
I ready I'm going to ready a stomping attack.
Sure.
then. Okay.
26 on the second one.
okay.
So that hits.
Yeah.
And it's taking damage, so I'm going to do the Colossus Slayer.
You did your sneak attack on the first roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Colossus Slayer on this one.
Okay.
I mean, I really feel like a pushing attack or a trip attack would not be very useful here, but it would give me an extra D8 of damage.
Maybe.
I'll try trip attack.
Trip the whole mass onto the floor.
Oh, we're crushed.
That adds a D8 of damage
Sure.
to it, and it has to make a saving throw against a 15.
Uh-huh.
So that's going to be 24 damage, and it has to make a strength saving throw or
Versus-
be against a 15
To-
or be knocked prone.
All right. It's immune to prone. So.
All right. So that didn't work.
But no, you guys are just
24
like,
damage.
you guys are taking pot shots. Like chunks of flesh are being torn and ripped through, spraying you guys underneath with fleshy bits.
Yeah.
As it happens.
It coughs on its turn. It's just like, you think death is an end for me? I've faced many deaths before. No,
Interesting.
you cannot stop it. You cannot stop my chaos worm. The ritual is already complete. You're too late, fools. And he's just going to take a giant bite out of the biggest target, which is the mammoth.
Don't get some of my meat. Does he move within range of me to attack
yeah.
me? Because he's meleeing me?
Yeah.
He wants to see if there's any
He snakes,
junk in that
snakes
trunk.
down, and he's going to bite you.
Our
so
mammoth
you
brings all
stomp
the
him
snakes
first.
to the yard.
I mean, whatever, however it resolves.
Yeah, go ahead and stomp your
okay.
attack, because you're waiting for him to get in range.
Yeah. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Just like, come at me, bitch.
And that will be 8d10.
Jesus Christ.
I need to borrow some dice.
8d10.
Yeah, it's 4d10.
Oh.
And Let's see. I need 2 more.
There's 2.
Shit, that's all the D10
And,
I bring to the party.
You get D8.
Oh, sorry.
What, you trying to sabotage me for?
Well, so here.
All right.
There you go.
And 1s are max.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Roll
it's
a bunch
crit.
of 1s.
Give me a second.
There's a
Well, that was
lot
a
of-
great fight, guys.
There's a lot of 9s.
So yeah, he kind of rears back a little bit and he darts in to take a bite out of you, but you're ready for him. You just slam his mouth into the ground for hold up.
That's 20.
This many.
Shut up. I'm doing math.
trying to describe it to give you time, but
That'll be for 56 damage.
wow. Yeah, you guys watch as he snarls out and echoing through the chamber. He snakes forward, goes to bite, and just his movement is cut short as he's slammed into the ground. It's a sickening crunch as this mammoth just rears back and all his weight slams into your back legs lift up a little bit, and the entire neck is like pulled taut as you pull it down. Did you want to do anything
Nice.
special? Because he's dead.
So as I'm coming down, I jump in the air, I pat my elbow, pat my fist, and then stomp on him.
As an elephant.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
What?
He uses his trunk to pat
Yeah,
his
no,
elbow.
yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You rear back.
What are you,
up,
the people's
and as
pachyderm?
the neck was pulled tight. It like rubber bands for a little bit. It swings around, barely missing everyone else, and it comes back as you fly through the air. Patch your trunks of legs together and elbow drop him as a woolly mammoth, right?
Sure, why not?
Boom. Yanks the body free from the ceiling, and just this huge shower of snaky, fleshy viscera just comes raining down like a full downpour in the middle of this temple.
I would like to helicopter my trunk.
You do it and swing more blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the temple goes quiet. And you hear, "What's happening? Why is it so wet? Are we outside? Is it raining?"
Oh my god, did he get in his eye sockets?
Probably. You look over and he's covered. There's like a bit of flesh chunk hanging out of an eye socket. And he's just standing there naked looking around like, what's going on?
I start prestidigitating and cleaning me up, and then him up, and then everybody else up.
Okay. It's a worthy endeavor.
I'm a mammoth.
You try.
You're last.
So, Kibe.
I start rolling in it.
Now, this prize I am interested in, and I start cutting away chunks of meat.
I take my
From the
swing.
mammoth?
No.
I would like to stomp him.
No.
All right.
The mammoth.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
What's Kibe, what are you doing?
I take my swing.
Okay. Yeah, as he's helicoptering his trunk around, swinging things everywhere, you're just like beating into the whatever the largest intact mass is laying there.
Just beating that meat.
Beating the meat. Beating that giant dick.
Doing great things for
Elon, Max, you guys do anything?
I heal Kibe because I saw him get hit. So
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
cure wounds. That's 1d8
Why would you
plus
need
3.
Because I got hit with a fire breath.
Yeah,
I did
I
too.
can only heal one at a time.
I got hit
I'm
point
coming.
blank.
Right, so
was right
Oh my
next
god,
to
him.
guys, you're gonna be
1d8
okay.
plus
The fight's
3.
over.
and then I go to Grits and
So I
I
roll the D8?
do cure wounds on you as well. 1d8 plus 3.
As he's healing me, I was like, "Are you okay, man?"
Wait, do I roll the heals?
Typically, you roll the
However you guys want to do it.
that.
You roll, actually.
I do.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like
Oh,
to
13.
Yeah.
once
Oh, wait,
the rain
that was
of,
not a d8.
No, no.
oh my god,
Because the math doesn't work.
G8, 13. Wait.
10. So still pretty good.
That's pretty good.
once the blood stops, I'd like to try to shake as much off like a dog.
4.
All right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
roll performance check.
It slows to a drip, So you shake it off, covering everybody with more stuff.
Yeah.
I continue to
And then
prestidigitate it off
a
of
few
me.
seconds go by, and the rain, like it rains just a little bit more. And then another few seconds go by, and then now you can tell there's vibrations. There's definitely a shaking of some kind. And you notice the whole cavern. Every few seconds, like something, T-Rex like, it's just like there's something hitting the ground, and it's just vibrations filling the entire cavern.
I feel like we need to get topside.
I would like to try to. Wait, the pillars, are they doing anything right now?
The pillars are inert.
They're inert. Oh, okay.
Nice.
The balls are inert. Can I want to pull up my notebook where we mapped it out. Can I try to determine where at above ground matches where we are underground? Basically, I want to see if we're underneath the arena.
Tell us, DM.
Sure. You pull your notebook out and trying to hover over it because blood and guts are still falling from the ceiling. Give me a survival check. Just to be like sense heading, direction, navigation.
12.
Okay. Sure. You got a good feeling you're close. Yep. And on that note, we'll have to cut it there and stop the episode and pick up, and we'll find out what happens next.
Hooray!
How much of Dragon's Maw we can save?
None of it. Screw this city.
The city's fine. It's the people that are dead.
Yeah, I'm about to wipe my hands.
Cities
wash my
are
hands of
people,
this
Boyd.
Are they?
Yeah.
Cities are people.
All right. So, do we have any announcements for the end of this episode?
Well, we got some mail for our homeboy Luke.
This is physical mail. We read it earlier.
We
for the
got
B-roll.
physical mail.
We read it earlier for the B-roll. We're going to read it again now. Our buddy Luke sent
the
us
C-roll?
some dope bottle openers with our player names and Bards Noble logo on it. And also some... Way to look a gift horse in the mouth, Aaron. Also some dope coasters that smell great and have Bards Noble on them.
Yes.
Got a sweet logo on them.
I am excited.
Luke is from the Canada. So,
Will you read this in a Canadian accent, please?
hello, A.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Wait, is that racist? I don't know.
Nope, it's nationalist.
Is it the Tim Hortons? Is that the donut place? I'm assuming Luke sat in a Tim.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Into a Tim Hortons. What are you talking about?
Tell me Trudeau.
Does he know the
Yeah, we know about your politics.
We assume Luke is sitting in a hockey jersey in a Tim Hortons,
Watching Maddie Madison cook food on TV.
eating
Deep
poutine?
cut.
eating poutine. Hey guys, I'm so glad that I was able to send you your stuff.
Luke, you sound like an idiot.
Roll with it. Roll with it. Keep going.
You're committed.
Commit.
Quit making me laugh. I hope you like it. I lost it. I hope you like it as much as I liked making it. On behalf of the growing Bards and Nobles community, I want to say thank you for making Mondays officially better than Fridays. Since listening to your podcast, I've gotten more involved in D&D and hope to start my own game soon. Brian said a while ago to steal other people's ideas, so I might have to add some Bards and Noble lore into my games. Since it's been 45 episodes into the second season, I can say my favorite character is Grits. Sorry, Kibe. Though after the trial incident, he had to redeem himself. Aaron, after episode 43 or 44, I realized that put the wrong numeric suffix on your bottle opener, the 5 instead of the 6th. You can blame whoever gave me the name list. That was
Your
me.
favorite character. You piece of shit.
Just say it's an heirloom from Baron's dad. Anyway, I could go on forever about all the things I like about the show, but the letter is getting a bit long. Thank you guys again for all the laughs. Yours truly, Luke Wood.
Thanks, Luke.
If
Thank
you'd
you,
like to
Luke.
send us
Thanks,
physical
Luke.
mail and us mock your accent and then eventually just retreat into our regular Southern accents, you can send it to Bards and Nobles, P.O. Box 381061, Birmingham, Alabama 35238.
Awesome.
Yep. And if you have a message for us that you want us to read, send us a message on Facebook or email or Instagram or any of our social medias.
Our
Check 'em
website
and
has a
read everything.
form.
Message, feedback.
And if you haven't signed up for the Valentine's Day giveaway, we're giving away a player's handbook, giving away an Adventures Guild
Guy.
Adventures
Guy-
League.
Adventures League.
It's an exclusive adventure for Adventures League.
Yeah.
You can't get that anywhere else.
No,
Except for right here.
only here. We're the only people you could ever get it from.
We have 2 candles from Cantrip Candles, Sweet Fig Farmhouse.
And whiskey,
Which is awesome.
Firewood.
What was the other one?
I'm digging this whiskey firewood.
Whiskey.
That's Black Hound Tavern.
And a dice set from Norse Foundry. Metal
Which are
dice
super
set.
nice.
Sorry, it
Super
just has
dope.
notes of whiskey and firewood.
Yeah.
I can't read.
Smells
They
like
smell
it's got a
really
fifth of
good.
whiskey
Yeah,
in
I can
there.
smell.
And
Smells
thank
really
you,
good, yeah.
Thank you, Luke, for the coasters and bottle openers.
Yeah.
And thank you to Tarken, our
And
other
thank you,
patron.
Tarken, our other patron.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And if you would like to join the ranks of our patrons, like Luke and Tarkin, and our other wonderful patrons that listen to the show and actually give us money to do this shit, check out the link in the description below to look. Go check out our Patreon page. We've got some pretty cool rewards and stuff up there. We would really appreciate it. Yeah, helps us with upgrades. It's awesome.
Thank
And
you
beer.
guys so much.
And beer and food for early morning recording stuff. You know, the things and the stuff.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks
Thank
for
you guys so
listening.
much for listening, guys.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!